Hey guys, it's Jane, your host of your Jane's Reviews, and today I'm back with another Season 2 review for The Plague. This is going to be for The Plague Season 2, Episode 7, which is called, of course, A Second Chance. So, holy smokes, watching this one again. I always remember loving this episode so much, but when you really sit down and think about all the stuff that happened in this episode, I just can't even express it enough. This episode had so much. It had so much in these like 15 minutes. I mean, this was just absolutely crazy. So this episode, we basically get to see a full-on attack on one of Scott's outposts, right? And I think he does have one more. Am I correct on that? Or is this the only one? I don't know, something like that. But anyway, I believe Anthony said that there is about, 15, 16 or so people, and that they're going to have to go in there and take them out. So that is a great storyline for an episode, I feel like. Especially for an episode 7, that kind of almost, kind of the middle of the second half kind of episode. I really thought that it was, just amazing. So we start off, of course, with the return of Anthony to the camp. We've got Blake and Garrett, we've got Garrett and John, who are standing on top of the, one of the buildings at the wood factory or whatever, and then they hear Anthony coming when they're about to go after him, and, or go looking for him, more so, and then, of course, he comes in right away and tells them that he did kill JP, but that there's this outpost they need to attack, so Garrett decides, okay, I'm going to come with you. John and Blake are going to hold the camp down, of course, at the wood factory. It's kind of like their temporary home until they can, finish this war type of thing. So, anyway, that's because, of course, their other community was wiped out in episode 5, so, which was the mid-season finale. So, they go out there, of course, they drive up, and they park, and then they go up to the, the hill or whatever, and you've got this, little outpost or whatever, this little outpost community or whatever, where they are at, where they're staying or whatever, and then, of course, you've got the 2 guards, which I do like this plan. Anthony goes, and as soon as they find out it's him, which they find out, I'd say, pretty quick, he goes up, and Garrett is up there in the sniper. He kills one, Anthony kills the other one, and then basically what we see is Anthony kill like 14 people. I mean, that is pretty impressive. I mean, this is exactly why Anthony's like my favorite character, because, I mean, you see all the stuff he does in the show, and I'm not going to repeat it, but Anthony's just my favorite. I mean, seriously, he's awesome. So, let's kind of stop right here, because this is when the episode gets really intense. I love the switch between what's going on with Anthony, him killing almost everybody there, and then, well, except one, of course, but, Anthony goes to kill all the other ones that are down the stairway or whatever, and it's really intense when he's shooting off them. He does manage to kill them, and that was an epic fight scene, of course, just 1 on, over 10, so, I mean, that's just really cool, the ones that are left type of thing, right? So, of course, this is when the episode gets really cool, because you go from that, and then you go to John asking Blake about what Anthony has been through, and who was he the original leader, and they actually do mention Clyde, which I thought was really cool, and they mentioned Sandy as well, and that's kind of why he wants to kill Scott, because of what he did to Sandy or whatever, and then John, I like when John's, yeah, he's been through a lot, and Blake's like, yeah, he has, so, and then, of course, that's when you cut back, and then they're fighting. Garrett comes down from the sniper, and they are both fighting, but, of course, they leave, when they think they got everybody, the one person that's hiding behind the wall shoots Garrett, right? So, then, of course, that one guy, of course, gets away, and he actually goes to tell Scott where their camp is, and that they're holding up at the wood factory. So that really sets up for a really awesome episode in episode 8. So, man. And then, of course, we get the huge reveal, which is definitely the highlight of the episode, that actually Garrett is bleeding out, and he did get shot, and he's going to be bleeding out, and that, and it actually says it at the very end, too, when he shoots himself. That is the end of Garrett. This is not, fake out or anything like that, and I'm happy he did, on Freak 78 did write that, because, Garrett did, he did die, because I'm sure a lot of people might have debated about that if we didn't see him actually shoot, but with that, he did end his life, and that is how it is. So, I mean, you know, farewell to Garrett. I really did like his character a lot, though. He was really cool. You know, I do think he is missed quite a bit. So anyway, I did like that last scene, really very touching with Anthony and, of course, Garrett. So we've got that, and then, of course, now they're in super trouble because now Scott's going to know where they're holding up. And then, of course, the last thing to really mention in this review is that he is telling Anthony, give Scott a second chance. You know, just do it, you know. That also was in the episode as well. So really, I thought was another amazing episode of The Plague. And, you know, I gotta mention, this feels like such like a war season. It's such like back and forth fighting season. It almost just, I can't even compare it to anything because it's just, there's so much that happens. Literally every episode you get some kind of fight or some kind of crazy shocking moment. This season of The Plague is just amazing. So I can't wait. So breakdown of the Season 3 trailer. An official breakdown is coming tomorrow. So look out for that, guys. Any of the Plague fans. And then I might do a Walking Dead video as well, because I haven't done one in a couple days. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.